play Happy Pigs. So this is definitely much a little bit of farming, but instead with crops, you're actually dealing with livestock. So going right in to quality of pieces, you have cardboard tiles for your fields, cardboard tiles for the animals of different sizes based on the stage of their development. So originally the game only had pigs, but there was an expansion or promo really to add penguins, cows, ducks, and there's another one, sheep. And then you have basic cardboard money. It is pretty thick, so all of the cardboard itself is actually pretty good quality, so no complaints there. I will say we played this game a lot with my family pretty early on, and so a lot of the tiles are getting pretty worn. But the thickness is overall handling it. You can really tell the age basically on the player tiles. So overall quality, I would give this a 6. There's nothing outstanding. It's just cardboard bits, but it is pretty good quality. And then even the seasonal cards, actually, some of those are starting to get damaged as well because we've played this game a lot. No texture, no linen finish or anything like that. So honestly, maybe a 5 would probably be better representation. What do you think about the pieces, Sissy?
I think I would give it a 7.
Okay.
To me, I think this is my first time playing it in your version. I played it with Grandma, but I think it's pretty good for my second time playing.
Okay.
I would give it a 7.
Okay. So moving on to theme. The theme is, farm management, except with animals. I like the fact that it's not your standard plants and the fact that it is animals. So it's a cute little theme. So overall, I think it's all right. I would give the theme probably a 6 because this is just a farm management game. There's nothing really particular about it. You've got fields, you got animals, all cardboard pieces. There's nothing that really draws you in. So theme 6, maybe a 7. What do you think about the theme? Do you like raising pigs?
I would give it a 9. I think the theme is really fun, especially for 7 years old and 6 and like that age.
Yeah.
And so I think I really like the sheep. That's my favorite one. When I played it with Grandma, I think I did the sheep.
Yeah. So typically in the original game, everyone plays with pigs, but the way we play it is everyone gets their own animals because we have enough to be able to do that because we got all the expansions. And honestly, I think Mom and Dad played this so much, I think we gave them our sheep and stuff because we felt like they use it quite a bit more. We'll talk about that in gameplay. So the rules are very straightforward. It has really good art. Overall, is there anything spectacular? But it is straightforward to learn. I'm going to give this a 8 for rules. I think it's fine. Nothing spectacular, but still pretty good. Moving on to gameplay. I actually have a lot of fun with this one. I like building, and this is strictly what you do in this game. So we'll cover a little bit of what you do. So there's 4 seasons, and every season there are 4 cards that get placed: spring, summer, fall, and then winter. And there's a new event every round that kind of leads you to do different actions, sometimes based on that. But also on the card, there is a slotted number of those actions that you can possibly take. And so if you have your 4 tiles that you can choose from your action, if another player also chooses the same action you do, you actually have to split the number of actions. So that can get hairy in the fact that that's where you get the interplay. You want to look at other players, what they're going to do, and be like, okay, well, that person obviously is going to breed animals, so I don't also want to breed animals. I maybe want to feed my animals instead, or actually, I'm almost shy of some vaccines, so maybe I need to get the vaccines. And so so that's actually pretty an interesting mechanic there. I will say I do like the fact they add vaccines, so your pigs from season to season have to be vaccinated. So I think that's actually a pretty cool thing. So now the vaccines are only cost a coin, but it takes an action to go buy them. And so sometimes you have to make a decision whether to just sell off your pigs at the end of the round or end up buying vaccines throughout the round and getting them vaccinated as you go around. They also have super feed, which when you feed allows you to jump 2 steps instead of 1 step. And then the hearts let you, when you breed, you don't breed just basic piglets. You breed actually small pigs. So one thing I will say that I really wish they added with the expansion. So when they added the expansion, they added the different animals. And I say expansion, I use that word loosely as more of a promo, is the fact that all of them are still the same shape. I would have loved to seen like chickens added, but with different price points and different sizes. So maybe you want more chickens, and they take less room on your board, but they're worth less. Or cows. Cows are bigger than pigs, but then they take up way more room on your board, but they're worth a lot more. So I think they could have added those pieces to the game and actually really made this really cool. As of right now, it is a pretty basic game because you're only dealing with one size and that management piece isn't there. So they had an opportunity to really push it forward, but they didn't do that. So that part was a little bit of a bummer. Overall, I would rate this a good solid 7.5. I actually really enjoy this game. It is basic. It is fun to play. And I love the mechanics of it. It really is about, trying to produce as much money as you can in the mechanisms there. And I really enjoy it. I do think it plays differently with 2-player versus multiple players because at 2 players, there's so many actions, and it is, I ended up with over $400 in the end of game, and typically you don't kind of see that, and I think it's because there were so many actions available. Even when we shared an action, it was still quite a few. Sarah, what did you think overall about the game?
For all of the game, I would say it's one of my favorite games. I think I would give it a solid 9.
A solid 9? Okay, that's good. That's good.
It's one of my favorite games, so I think it's...
What was your favorite part of the game?
I would say I love building games, so I think where I had to get vaccines and vaccines my pigs, because I love pigs.
You want to make sure your pig survived each round?
But
Yeah.
I had to lose one.
I know, it was so sad.
I love pigs.
Yeah.
They're so cute and big.
Well, thank you guys so much for joining us. We had a blast and hope you would like to come back again. If you would like to do so, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell.
I don't really know this stuff. See you later.
See you later. Bye.